Hello everybody, my name is Rochelle. Thank you Tim for introducing us.
Good morning everyone, my name is Surike and together we are
Surel.
So the reason why we say that is we both started at GoodX in 2019, very close to each other, and people just kind of had a hard time telling us apart. I don't know why. So chances are if you ask for Surike or Rochelle, either of us will respond. And together we are Surel. So it's just a little internal joke, and it kind of speaks to the heart of GoodX. It's a fun place. It's a place where we love each other and we love our clients.
Yes, so Cobus actually tried to get it incorrect and then he got it correct to say Rochelle, but he was actually talking to Surike. So he wanted to say Surel, but it was a really messed up thing. So that is just an internal joke that we do have. But today we are going to go on a mission. So this mission will involve changing over to GoodX from brand new practice, meaning you haven't been on the system yet. And also if you are an existing client and we want to help you with a roadmap, meaning rollouts. So please stay up until the end of the course. The first part will be about a new client, the whole process of what you're going to go through. And then after that, I'm going to talk about a nice roadmap that we have for you guys, where you can follow us and some nice spilling the guts about GoodX. Right, so before we begin our mission today, I'm just going to talk to you a bit about our purpose of being here. So if we look at GoodX, GoodX is based in Christian values. It's very important for us to make healthcare easy, accessible, affordable, and always keep it brand new, up to date. So GoodX isn't just here to build a software. We do that, but we are here to help all of our practitioners, everybody that has to work on GoodX, and we always try to make sure that we keep up with the terms. We are going into a new era. GoodX will go into a new era. So we actually promise to remain, to listen, to innovate, and we as GoodX are here to help you. So please, if you see something, you want to change something, it's about community. We care, we want to make sure that you are heard and that your problems are resolved. Okay, so our vision is very important to us. Each day when we come to work, it's about how can we help you. So if you're interested in joining us as a client in GoodX, or if you are a client in GoodX, thank you for being here and thank you for taking the time to listen to us. So just some background. This is all of the teams we have in South Africa. So we are a big company. We are almost 200 and something employees. All of these teams have an individual job to do, but together our main focus is to make sure that our clients are happy and to make sure that the outcome that you have is successful. And we are here to help you to be successful in your business, because your practice is a business. So it's very big. We sometimes have to fight with each other to get something to work. We sometimes have to sit in meetings together, but at the end of the day, it's just about communication, building respect to help each other with that. All right, so I'm going to give over to Surike, who's going to talk you through the first bit of our speech.
Thank you, Rochelle. Okay, cool. So I'm going to talk about what I'm extremely passionate about, and that is implementation of the GoodX system at our new clients. So Rochelle and I are actually the team leaders at the training and onboarding team, and we will be your first point of contact when you sign up to GoodX. Okay. So we're going to talk about this whole journey and everything that we're going to go through. But before we get there, I want to talk about change, our favorite thing. So all of us are like, change is as good as a holiday. We are lying, it's awful, we hate it. I don't know one single person that likes change. If you think about moving house and you're so used to driving the same road every day, and now you have to drive a different road. And it's like, you love this new house, but everything around it that has to change is really difficult and really hard. And I think at GoodX, we truly understand that change is difficult. And we truly try to empower our team to help you with change management. If you start on a new system, whether you've been on a previous system or not, but especially if you've been on a previous software, you are used to clicking on the same button for the last 5 years. And now all of a sudden, we are walking in and we're like, no, you're not going to click there anymore, you're going to click here. And we can do the same thing, but we do it this way. Or we have a bunch of new features and new things that the other softwares don't have, and that you have to get used to, and your team has to get used to. And we just want to encourage you, please come to GoodX. We love new clients, we love new business, we love the healthcare industry. You're going to be okay. It's going to be hard, but you will get through it, and you will be fine, and you will thrive. Okay. All right, so let's start our mission. Level 1. So your level 1 will be your contract signing level. So if you're interested in GoodX, you will be contacted by a marketer, or you can mail our sales team, and they will then put you in contact with a marketer who will be your first point of contact. So this person will give you a demo of the software, and they will negotiate your contract with you and get it signed. To sign a contract, we need the following information. We need your ID, your BHF certificate, your proof of bank account, and your company registration documents. Okay. Once we have all of that information and the contracts are signed, our marketing admin team will be in contact with you. It's a bunch of lovely ladies, and they will then finalize all the paperwork with you and arrange a workflow discussion session with us, or a practice analysis. So that will be with our onboarding consultant. Level 2. Okay. Level 2 is our workflow discussion, and this is just a phone call or a Google Meet session where we get into contact with you, we verify certain information with you, and in this session we will also then discuss the practitioner needs, the staff in your practice, your billing policy. We want to understand how the practice workflow is, how your patient journey works. We basically want to understand all the ins and outs so that we can formulate a training and an onboarding plan to make sure that we cover all the bases and that the system is successfully implemented at the end of the day. So we want to make GoodX work for you as far as possible. Level 3. Okay, so level 3 is our tutorial level, and this is the setup, the training, and the implementation level. Okay, so firstly is our training, and we have 2 options for this. So we either have guided training sessions. Our guided training sessions are group sessions where you are put together with separate or different practices. It can either be in person at our offices in Brackenfell or Pretoria, or it can be online over Google Meet. And this is just to understand the fundamentals and the basics of the system so that you can get started. Okay, so we will cover diary, billing, basic clinical modules, and then later on we will cover more advanced features like ERA, switch history, etc. Okay. Okay, our second option is our digital courses. So you'll see a lovely stall outside as well where you can go and ask as many questions as you like about our courses. It's very cool and we're very proud of it. There's the website. Please check it out. There are CPD courses as well where you can accumulate CPD points for completing the courses. But for our training and implementation, there's actually courses available per role that you can do. So there's a course for practitioners, there's a course for receptionists, courses for practice managers, etc. And these courses are completed per user, so you will register a profile, do your course, and then you will get a certificate at the end. So the reason the courses work very well is especially for practitioners that can do everything themselves, because GoodX actually allows it. You can make a booking, bill your patient, do everything that you need to do. So perhaps you don't have time, you're running between theatres or between patients, and you only have time after hours for your training, then you're welcome to complete the course. Okay, so during our training and implementation and setup phase, we have an enhancement available. Okay, so this is a data transfer from your previous system. Okay, so the question is, can I bring my patient data with me when I come over to GoodX? And the answer is a big fat yes.
Yes, you can.
All right, so everything will start with a demographic data import. Okay, without this, we cannot import any other information. Obviously, we have to open the files on GoodX first before we can import anything else. Okay, so our demographic information, as you can see there on the screen, we can import the following information, and we can open the files on GoodX. So you will sign a contract with us to give us permission to work with your data. It will go through an analysis stage, and we will send you then a quotation. It's not included in your installation fee, and we will then send you also a document to say which columns we're going to use to import the data into which fields in GoodX. Okay. If we do a data import for you, you have to accept the side quest. Very importantly, for every single patient that we import into the system, you have to validate and import the information from the medical aid as they return to your practice. Okay, so this is anyway very good standard practice to do. And it's very important that you do this, especially if you had a data import. Okay. So you have to accept this. So we put it in big fat letters over there. All right, the optional extras that I was talking about. Most importantly is your clinical information. So any clinical information that you have from your previous software, or from maybe you keep it on a OneDrive with proper naming, we can then import in either PDF, Word, or HTML format. Okay, so if you want to go this route, you will share it with us on a Google Drive or a OneDrive or a zip file or whatever the case might be. Very importantly, your file name has to contain a unique identifier, so that we obviously are able to link it to the correct patient's file in the system, because we don't want to get that wrong. So if, for instance, we can't match it on a name, there could be 10,000 John Smiths. So we want to obviously link it to the correct patient. Okay. Secondly, we can do opening balances, so we're not able to import any coding or invoicing from your previous system. We can only do an opening balance. So how that works is it is a single journal entry line on your patient account with an outstanding amount in a certain age. Okay. So it will either be patient or medical aid liable, and all we need to get this done is an age analysis in patient or medical aid format. Okay. Lastly, we can do admin text notes. So the rekening notas that you made on the patient's account, you're also able to import that in text or CSV format, also using a unique identifier to link it to your patient. Okay. After all that has been done, we will obviously do some quality checks to make sure that your system setup is correct and that all the data transferred is correct as far as possible. We will also send you a report saying these patients were not imported due to no date of birth or no gender or no ID number or whatever the case might be. And then we will go to the next level.
Level 4.
Level 4. Woohoo! This is our main mission. So our primary mission will be unlocked once we go live on the GoodX system. Okay, so on this day, it will mean that your training has been complete, all the QA checks have been done, we are certain that the system is set up and ready for use. Your consultant will be in contact with you. We will set up your your system on your Google Chrome, we'll install your RDP, and we will then be available for assistance. So on this day, it's either a remote session where we are in the Google Meet session and you are able to pop in and out as you have questions, but we prefer to come to your practice to do this, okay? So obviously with the training session that we spoke about earlier, we can't do training with you if you are constantly answering the phone or talking to the doctor or running around. So we prefer a day booked out for this. That's why the offline, or not the offline, but the after hours courses are available. Okay. With your onboarding, so your go live day, we prefer to be there in the midst of the chaos. So you don't clear your day, you see your patients as normal, your practice continues as normal, and we will be there and implement the system in your daily workflow. Okay. Level 5. All right. Level 5 is our quality assurance phase in our implementation process. Okay. So obviously you have now gone live on the system, you're starting to work, and now you're like, oh, I can't remember how to post a receipt. Or I can't remember how to do a script, or something keeps going wrong. Every time you type into the script, it gives you the wrong thing, but actually you're just spelling wrong. No, I'm kidding. So we have this phase, and this means that you handle the mission and we watch your back, so we send reinforcements. You are then able to contact us, log a ticket, and we are there to assist you with your new system. We have a dedicated QA consultant available, okay? We arrange weekly check-ins with you, and in this phase, you will also then do the more advanced training like ERAs, your switch history screen, claims, and things like that. The more advanced things we can only actually do once that data is in the system. Yeah. And the last part of our QA implementation phase is you will then be handed over to our support team. Okay. So the first point of contact in the support team is the Onyx team, and you will then be handed over. You will be notified that you are leveling up because you're no longer going to deal with the same consultants that you have been dealing with. You will be moving to another team, and then you'll be handed over. And that means you have completed your implementation phase. Level 6. All right, now your backup team has been upgraded to the Onyx support team. So they also provide quick resolutions to daily queries. So if doctor is running around between patients and he has a quick 5 minutes to call into GoodX for assistance, this is the team that can help with that. They also have weekly check-ins, and they will help you to maximize your good experience. Okay. During your implementation QA phase and once you're handed over to support, so from the moment you go live, you will be given access to our client portal. Okay, so this is our help process, how you can get help from the support team at GoodX, no matter what phase of your GoodX journey you are in. Okay, so we obviously also have a ticketing system, so you will log a ticket and then you will get help. So our first option and our most important option is you log a ticket on the client portal, or you can email help@GoodX. For both of these, you will immediately receive a ticket number. So I'm just quickly going to go more into our client portal and how that works and where you can find it. Alright, so your client portal, you will find it on your GoodX navigation wheel. You'll see there in the middle, there's a client portal just right under the learning center. Okay. So what's very cool about the client portal is you will quickly log a new ticket. This is the fields that you will fill in. You can also indicate the severity and the urgency, but just a reminder that if everything is urgent, nothing is urgent. Okay. All right, so Once you have logged the ticket, you will instantly receive a ticket number, and we have this view screen where you can see all of your open tickets. You can see where it's located to, how long ago someone worked on it, and who it's located to. Okay? You can also see on the next slide all of your closed tickets on the client portal. And this gives you basically control of your outstanding issues with GoodX. Okay. Okay, back to this. So once you've submitted on the client portal or emailed to help at GoodX, you'll then receive a ticket number immediately. Once you have the ticket number, you can phone into GoodX and phone our switchboard, and you can give your ticket number, and it will immediately be allocated to an FCL. The ticket will anyway be allocated, but if it's an urgent issue, you can obviously phone in and get assistance quicker. The FCL will then contact you and give a resolution for the ticket. They will email you a resolution for the ticket and then close the ticket. With the resolution email, you will also get a survey. Okay? If you are not happy with the resolution of your ticket or you feel the issue has not been resolved, you are able to reopen the ticket and it will actually be escalated to management for attention. So that is our whole process. So just again, part of the change management, we never let go of your hand, and there is resources available, and we've made ways available for you to access help easily.
Level 7.
Alright, so then after your Onyx phase has been complete, reinforcements will still be standing by and you will be handed over to your permanent support board. Okay. So our support boards are groups of FCLs, so first client liaisons or support consultants that have been with GoodX for various amounts of time with various levels of expertise. And you will still have a familiar face that you deal with, but you will benefit from the group's combined expertise. Okay. And then they will also, the switchboard also will be routed directly to your support board, will be available for your assistance. And that is basically the onboarding process in a nutshell. So once you get to your permanent support board, you've completed the whole entire onboarding phase, and you are then an existing GoodX client.
Alright, so now that you're an existing client on GoodX, we have a bonus level for you. So do you guys want to go into a bonus level? Right.
Yes.
So, firstly, when we look at our bonus level that we have, it is any enhancements available that we have for you. So let's say you are now working on GoodX and maybe you see a gap in your speciality, something that we don't have on the system. We have a development request. Right, so same place on your client portal. For not support, there is a drop down where you can select development and you can log a development request through to us. There is some questions that we will ask you that you just need to complete, and then we will receive the development request. We will follow the following steps. We will first, once we have it, review this development request that we have received and see if it fits into our product roadmap that we have for our own product. Okay. After that, we will either approve or reject this request. But please, if we reject it, it doesn't mean that no, we are never going to do it. Maybe it's not something we are looking into doing now. So we will email you and we can maybe tell you, please try again in 6 months' time. Or 12 months, for example. Okay. After that, we will then use our business analysis to go and do user designs, understand what a feature needs to do, and from there, they will then plan this and prioritize this request to see when it will happen and put it into a sprint. Okay. Then, from there, we will build a spec, put it into a code review once our developer has done that work. But please remember, this doesn't happen overnight. They have to write the coding. It needs to be reviewed. Maybe the code review, they say, this is not good work, go again. So it's a very long process, but please be patient with us because we really want to help you. Like I said in the beginning, we are here to make your life easier. We want to help you in the healthcare. We are always trying to make the product better, so please know that it's not going to happen. Then after it's done, we do some testing. So we have a QA environment, and we have testers that will go through it. After the testing has been thoroughly done, it will go into a release, and we will make it available for use for everybody. Right, so that pop-up that Cobus talked about this morning when we did a new release, a message will be there where you can go and view what new stuff came out. Alright, so this structure that we are using ensures that everything is well planned, everything gets done, and that we actually help you guys to make our product better. So you help us for us to help you. Alright, so very big bonus level. So remember this morning, Cobus and Clinton and everybody talked about features that we have. Very nice, shiny stuff. So you're an existing client on GoodX, and we want to help you with a roadmap to roll these features out. So it's very important to understand what is a roadmap, why we are doing a roadmap, because your change is difficult. Right, so Surike talked to you about change. I'm just going to emphasize on it again. We know it is very, very difficult. But if we take the correct tools to make sure everybody understands why we are doing it, when this is happening, give training, give support, do change management, it will help you in your practice. It will help us, so it will make sure that the patient journey goes quicker. So, like Surike said, everybody says change is as good as a holiday. Lies. It's not. Okay, nobody wants to change. Right. So, I know this is very focused on, it's just we have seen a lot of clients struggle because of change. And you get frustrated. Yes, 100%. We understand that frustration because it's not easy at all. Alright, so when it comes to a rollout plan, we need to make sure everybody understands the feature. Why are we doing this? Why is it important? And receive training on it either from a GoodX consultant or be manuals that we have available, and we need to clarify the matter of it. Then we need to plan this rollout, meaning choose an approach. Are we going to do it in a small group first, or are we going to just go in with a bang and do everything? Or pilot it? I would suggest pilot first. Go. Assign responsibilities to your people in your practice. Say, you will be responsible for this function. You will be responsible to learn this function. You will be responsible to make sure everybody in the practice knows this function. Prepare your team. It's very important to communicate with your team because we know, let's say the doctor just decided this and now you are thrown left field that you need to do something. It's very important to communicate with your team. Make sure that they know why. Make sure that they understand the timeline that we have. Because this is not something you do in a week's time. This is something that's maybe a 3 months or a 6 months time that we have to do this. So communicate the changes, create cheat sheets, do training. We are available for training. We want to give you training. Then configure and test. We will set it up. You can set it up. We give you the tools to do it yourself. We can check it. We can help you. And also test the workflow and gather that information for a next stage. Then we need to go live. So we need to decide, okay, from this day forward, we are now doing VoIP. Or this day forward, we are now doing AI. So here, notify all the staff about this launch date. Everybody has to be aware of this. Provide quick support on the day and ensure everybody knows how to use this feature. Then our last step is Everything that is new needs to be monitored. You need to make sure that you get feedback, that people talk to you about it, and talk to us about it. Maybe it's not working. Maybe you don't understand what needs to happen. We do it again and again until everybody gets it right. Okay, so if you are interested in us helping you to add features or help you with a roadmap, please scan this QR code. It's also available outside on the doors, in our stalls. The training and onboarding stall has one, the dev development have one. Fill in your information, select what you are interested in. It's going to go onto a sheet, and we are going to take the best of our abilities to get to every one of you to help you. But please remember, like I said, this is not a week thing. This is a monthly thing that we need to plan out. Right, we will help you as far as we can. All right, so this is just some features just that we listed here, but there is a lot more. You'll see there is a very long list. So it can be clinical stuff that you want to do. You can also do smart stickers, as Cobus explained this morning. And then also we have a workflow success management. So your success management is, let's say you want one of us experts to come into your practice, view your patient journey, and we tell you where there is a lack and where we can assist you to make this better. Right. Now that we have this roadmap, maybe you're stuck with a feature, we are developing a GoodX bot. Okay. So this bot is going to help us with support. This will help you with functionalities that, let's say for example, you are not aware how a function works, you can search it in our bot. The bot will tell you how to do it step by step. This is a very nice function that we are working on. This empowers our clients to resolve their own problem. So you guys all know, if you're working somewhere, ChatGPT answer, okay? So this will be a ChatGPT for GoodX. That is what we are working towards. This is how do I do this? Give you a link, give you information about it. Right. So now we are at the end of our bonus level, and we just want to say congratulations, you now end your mission. Mission accomplished. Thank you.